Where's the YouTube channel?
Okay, hold on.
He sent a link in
Into the intro.
here.
What's up, guys? Dinner here. Welcome to the Eudaimonians podcast. EudaCast for short. Oh shit, I have the script up. We discuss everything self-improvement, mental health, fitness, business, and anything else we want to talk about. Okay, so first topic is self-improvement. So, how do I say your name? I'm gonna call you. What do I call you? Cop. I'm gonna call you Kappa. That sounds cool. Is that actually no? Something. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that a this or Twitch thing? I don't know.
Why you change my name?
I don't know, because I can't say your name. I'm trying to like reference like what do I call you? You know?
Carlos. You can call me Carlos.
Carlos. Okay. Okay, Carlos. So where did you join the server from?
Why I joined?
Yeah, where did you join from?
Well, I just joined. You know who is Sosa?
Oh, Sosa. Yeah. The homie. Yeah, he should be here for this podcast, but he's like, oh my gosh, I'm right here.
Yeah, I joined.
He's never
him.
online. Yeah. He's my homie for this server, but he's never online. Or he is, but he doesn't do shit. Anyways,
by the way,
Carlos. What's up?
But the podcast is like an interview of me or what?
No, we're just talking because like I'm under pressure right now because I don't know what to talk about. I have a list right now, but
Yeah.
Okay, I will try because my English is not perfect yet.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I will try to understand everything,
Okay.
but it's okay.
Oh, dude, this
So-
is the one time. It's like you have a script, but you don't. It's like I have topics. I can't read your. Hold on, I read your text on my phone. But basically, Carlos, did you join from Sosa because he DM'd you or because you were in self-improvement?
Yeah, self-improvement.
Okay. How'd you get on self-improvement?
Sorry?
How'd you like get on self-improvement? Like, what was your like introduction to it? You know?
You're talking very, very fast, bro.
He asked. He said, "How did you get on self-improvement?" Like,
How I start?
yeah. Just started.
Well, actually, I start with metaphysics books. Actually,
Is that
Uh,
like continue?
Yeah. Metaphysics is like the
Philosophy.
idea of the metaverse and shit like that, right?
No,
No,
no. It's like philosophy, like
Yeah. I know it's
metaphysical.
philosophy.
I don't know like the matter of the universe or something. I don't know.
yeah,
Something like
because
that.
I think metaphysics is most important because everything starts in the inner you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everything comes from.
Yeah.
Yes, from inner to outside.
I think I've like always been on self-improvement. I mean, it's like I'm like a nerdy type kid. Like I wanted to be a scientist when I grew up and shit. And so I was always like, how do I make myself better? Like, what do I do? Like I would go into books. Like I always read nonfiction books. Like like science books, mostly science at the start, and then like business was later. And then like I have a ton of books,
Yeah.
but mostly science. But it was first. Science books, how to do this, stuff about the brain, and then I think like a year or two ago during quarantine, 2020, it was like, I had all the time in the world. I could work out. I wanted to work out, and so I really got into that, and that was kind of like my introduction. I didn't get too serious into that, but then that was kind of like self-improvement pre kind of stuff, and then last year, 2021, I got like more into it. Or no, I think it was like last year, like 2020, like with like the whole like No November thing and NoFap, because I found this. I remember I'm gonna talk in detail about this, but not like super like weird. But it was like I was going to some steakhouse with my parents, and it was like I was on YouTube, and it was like with like I would always fail it, and I was just like felt so guilty about it. And then I would find this YouTuber called Universal Man. He did like how to stop watching like pornographic stuff, and he was like, it was pretty decent, but he's still not that big. Like his channel is not that good. I mean, it's decent, but it's not that good. But I saw him. I remember watching his first video. It was on the dopamine detox. If you know what that is, it's like you stop doing like social media and all that like dopamine stuff. And that was kind of like my introduction to it because I was like, this is a new concept. This is kind of cool. But then I found Hamza like 2 or 3, like in the middle of March, like the 20th of March, because I wrote that down in my journal, because I started journaling as well, like a nerd. Not like that, but it's like, yeah. So I started watching Hamza, and I got way more into self improvement, like last month. But I've been kind of like struggling really hard with like mental health, physical health, and all that stuff, because it's like you don't know the practical steps to do things. You just know like what to. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. I should be, going to the gym 6 times a week or 5 times a week, and I should be reading a lot. I mean, reading wasn't really an issue for me, but it's just scheduling because as like a 13-year-old, I'm not 13, but like however young I was, it's like you have shit time management, and it was just I was never consistent with a lot of things. So then I discovered.
When you were younger, that like I don't think.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm in Hamza server and I see all these 13-year-olds doing all this like self-improvement. I'm like, bro, like I have a debate. I'm like, do I say live your life, bro? You're 13. There's not a lot of bad habits you can do. And then I'm like, they're saying, yeah, 13-year-olds in their school do drugs and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's like an extreme though.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just about 18 now, and the first time I ever smoked was in first grade.
Damn, that's crazy.
But like, I started vaping when like the vapes originally came out.
Yeah, like the whole fucking vape craze, all that jewels and stuff. Yeah. Like it's just like the peer pressure. Not even pressured. It's just like everyone does it, and it's like rebellious teenage stuff to do. And I guess the whole thing is my mom was talking about a while ago. A lot of teenagers don't have self-discipline, and it's like, do I listen to my mom saying, oh, since a lot of teenagers don't have self-discipline, do I just completely quit with self-improvement and I just become like a slob until I'm 18 or 19 when it really affects me when I'm doing these bad habits? Because it's like if I just like sleaze out, do nothing but smoke weed, eat junk food, and play games all day, I'm not gonna be doing good at 18 and 19 when I have to do something with my life, because I don't want to be like forced to make a decision. I want to have these habits in place so when I actually want to do something, I do it, like do it well with the discipline and stuff.
That's very true.
Okay, I want to ask to Thunder, which is your daily routine? How is your? Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I don't have a daily routine. I mean, I tried to have one, but like my scheduling, like I said, it's still shit. Like I try, but I don't have one. Like I mean, I have like past 2 days has been gratitude journaling, but it's like if I wrote it down, it would be like. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like my self-improvement journey has been like lacking since I started the server, which is like in the middle of April, or like yeah. But basically, if I give a rough outline, wake up at 1 p.m. I know it's kind of like sleaze tactics, but it's like I go to bed super late for some reason. I wake up at 1. I go eat breakfast, go take a shower, I do all that stuff. And I don't really play games much anymore, so that's good. But I mostly just work on this Discord or like look up self-improvement videos or try things. I mean, I used to have a point when I used to say I have no clue how I'm spending my days anymore, because it's like it's 7 a.m. and then it's 10 p.m. You're like, what the fuck did I do today? You have no clue. I mean, you have ideas of like, oh, I was scrolling on Instagram or watching Netflix, but it's like, does that take up like 20 hours or like 16 hours of your day? I don't think so. I mean, it's just I need to get consistent with it, but it's like I just been lacking. I'm gonna be honest. I just been lacking with that. That's the one thing I feel like is time management still, and I've been working on that. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm doing super good with self improvement, because I'm not, and I've been trying. I mean, it's better than before when I used to I wasn't aware of anything and I would just feel horrible about myself. Now I actually know what to do because I have the steps and tactics, but not I don't have one yet. But yeah, I don't have one. So
yeah. Okay, I have another question.
What's up?
And is how you find your passion?
Like patience with the
Passion?
Yeah, passion.
Oh Lord. So with me, it's a long story, but so 7th grade, I was super into esports, or not super, but I was like, my friends were talking about COD and games like that. This was before Fortnite. We were like making an esports clan or whatever, and it's called Pack, and that's why my name's Pack Thunder. It's not Pack Thunder in this one, but it's some people know that I used to have an esports team before this, but I've always been like, okay, so 7th grade, which was like 5 or 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I was like super, I was trying to, make an esports team, didn't do well at 8th or 9th grade. This was before I learned about Discord, so I just did group chats, and I was always kind of like, how do I make this better? And that was my concept, is like, I think like self-improvement actually was improving other things, not just improving myself. It was just improving things, like improving a business, because I was like always had like entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, for a while, because I would look up like these like those like Instagram like grind set, 24/7 work till you die type stuff. I don't know, like I would just get those recommended. Those are super cringy. Don't ever follow those. But 7th to like 9th grade, I would do that, and then I had a Fortnite team which grew pretty decent. We had like 1,000 Discord members, and we didn't have any socials, or we didn't have like a good. They didn't come from socials. I just DM'd a bunch of people. That was pretty cool. And then I gave it to someone away in sophomore year, and I was like, that was kind of dumb, but it all worked out, because then I made a COD team, and I've always been passionate with, like I said, entrepreneurial stuff. So that's kind of like the business aspect. And then
I want to slow down your talking a little bit.
Sorry. Okay, so with the esports team, I did COD, and then I did multiple games until maybe January. I was like, this is kind of getting boring, because Vanguard, the new COD came out, is dead, it's boring, and I don't play anymore. So why do I do this? And then I was like, this is when I dropped out, because I dropped out of high school like 8 months ago or 6 months ago. Something dipped. But I was kind of aimless, because I was like, I don't have anything but this esports team. And then like I always was the type of guy, like, if it fails, do something else, because that's like the whole spirit of, you got to keep going. You only need one success, to make it big, I guess, or something like that. And so then I was like discovering self-improvement, and then I was like, I made this Discord, and I've been working on that ever since. So that was like April, but I've been going into it a little bit more. But for me, it's always been, my passion has been just like a business or whatever, like just doing something to work on. And right now, what I'm trying to work on for this business, the Eudaimonians, is the blog. It's also the podcast, but the blog's more important, because I can actually get like decent money with that if I grow it enough, and it's something to work towards. So, yeah. I mean, finding it was just trial and error, I guess.
I mean, that's just that comes with anything. It's always trial and error.
Yeah.
Well, so your passion, right, basically is just working on different projects like this,
Yeah,
and making them grow.
And learning shit. Mostly just because like I read a lot, but I don't read a lot. Like I don't read like 10 hours a day. I mean, read maybe an hour a day max, but that's a lot for me, because at least I read every day. Some people say they don't read at all, and it's like, I think I've always read. I mean, I've had points where I never read. Hold on. I've had points when I've never read, but it's like I've always wanted to learn things, and it's not like a forcing myself. I mean,
Oh shit, my bad. Oh.
Nice.
yeah. Sorry.
I want to ask also, which book changed your life?
For me?
Yes.
Oh god. A lot of them. I mean,
Or just book you could recommend.
I recommend for like business, for like, well, for me, the book that like changed the whole viewpoint of like money was Richest Man of Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and 4 Hour Work Week. I'm still working on the Millionaire Fastlane, but 4 Hour Work Week was like a lot of like, I always thought like, I mean, I was never too, I don't remember what I thought, a year ago, because like, does anyone really remember what they thought unless they wrote it down? But like, it was, just make money and be successful, but it wasn't really tactics and like how to do this. It's like, so Rich Dad Poor Dad, I read that sophomore year in school, and it was like, more assets, less liabilities, and all this other stuff. Basically, that's a summary of the book. That's all I remember from the book. And I'll talk about real estate or something stupid. But, yeah. But, more assets, less liabilities. And that's a really good concept for anything in life, which is, if people bring you down, cut them out. If people, like pull you up, if they're, they motivate you, they help you out, keep them there. Or like, get more people like that. That's the kind of thing with life, I guess. Recently, a book that's kind of changed my life, or a concept, was Deep Work, because like with the scheduling thing is I would stay up till like 5 or 6 a.m. working in quotation on like this server and stuff, but like I wasn't doing anything. I was doing like typing. I was working really slow. Like I wasn't doing as much as I thought I was. I thought I was being super productive. I don't think that, but it was like I thought I was working, but I was just like scrolling through Instagram, doing this, messing around, and not doing as much as I should have been. Like I wasn't completely focused, and it's like if I would have a lot better schedule if I just like hyper focused on this task for an hour and like scheduling stuff and things like that. So
that is.
yeah, he was Mr. Krabs is calling me. I don't. BC, did you talk to Mr. Krabs?
What?
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, this guy's called Mr. Krabs. What's up, Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs.
Let's go, homie.
What's it been, like 80 years?
Yo.
Ahoy, my boy. Yeah.
Yo,
What's up? This is the Self Improvement Podcast I talked to you about.
you know what's up, guys?
Okay, so I have a lot of topics, but it kind of feels cringe to like switching on to them, like I'm like a movie or like a interviewer, because it kind of feels weird. It's not like natural flow of conversation. So yeah. Mr. Krabs, do you have any questions for anything? I don't know.
For anyone here?
Yeah, like okay, so like questions about self improvement, business, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, that's thinking is hard, bro. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. So with business, like you know, you have that entrepreneurial spirit like me. I see a lot of things I like, me and you. How'd you get onto it? How'd you like books? What?
Bro, wait, Thunder, right now you are entrepreneur.
I'd say yeah. I haven't made a lot of money. I've only made $40 online from selling my Discord server.
But
my
how
Discord
old
servers.
are you?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't study? You just entrepreneur?
I mean, I don't do school anymore. You know, I don't like school. I mean, yeah. No, I don't like school.
That's the problem with like. Let's talk about that. The American schooling system is honestly fucked.
It's so
Well,
shit.
let me get back to
Yeah,
this.
well.
Like I'll be real, like even if they had good classes, people don't pay attention. Like I remember I had a class. It was like freshman year of high school. I know people like they don't teach you taxes. They talked about taxes. I forgot that shit. I don't remember anything about that. Like it's the thing is it's like you learn when you use it. You know, like I know people like I remember my mom teaching my brother how to do taxes because he moved out, and it was like. He understood and learned it because he needed to know how to do taxes. When you're, 14, you don't need to know how to do taxes. And I bet you're not going to remember, when you move out, however old, you're not going to remember that because it's school and the teacher was also pretty bad. But it was like, you're not going to remember it when, 6 years down the line or however old you are when you move out. You're not going to remember how to do taxes because one, it's school. Like you don't give a fuck about school. I don't know anyone who really, unless you're like a really academic type person, you're not going to really remember a lot. Like for me, like I remember some things, but that was when I was like actually interested in it. But
You are talking so fast.
sorry, I'm super interested in this. But with school, right? Even if you did, like I know some classes you would do, people would be focused in like mental health class, get some depressed emo teenagers like UBC. But like
Okay, buddy.
nah, but
You on some weird shit for that one.
No. Okay. No, but I'm serious. Like, if they taught about mental health and like they did things, I mean, there'd be a point people wouldn't remember it. But like, if they entered it, like if it was like a whole thing, like imagine like a college, like you could just walk in and walk at any time. It wouldn't like it was like a free to join thing. It wasn't like you had that for the whole year. People would probably be interested in it more than doing taxes at 14 or even 17 because it's like taxes are cringe, and I don't remember how to do them. So I should learn at some point because I am gonna hopefully if the the business, the blog, and everything goes well, I will have to start doing taxes. That kind of sounds like it's counterintuitive, but you want to make enough money that the government recognizes you. Because if you're making pennies, or making like $20 an hour or not like $20 per month type stuff, they're not gonna notice. But if you're well on your entrepreneurial journey and you're making enough money that they have to tax you, but I'm not yet, but hopefully I am soon. but I didn't focus in school. So that's why I would say that school's stupid.
I think the private schooling system is the only thing worth actually doing. But like,
Even if that, like, because it's like, I'm sorry, I interrupt you, but
no, you're good. But it's just, it's all centered around STEM. When things that we actually need require little amounts of STEM, like we actually need, like, for like the workforce, we need construction workers, we need welders, and we need blacksmiths and plumbers and garbage.
I don't know about
Blacksmiths.
This is a fucking Viking age. No, I mean, I get that.
No, you laugh about it, but that's the problem, right there. That's why.
I understand everything else, but I know because like everything like blacksmithing is done by machines, but welding, I get that. I mean, they have welding classes. Like I know, because I know people from the school who take welding classes. You know, I mean that works, but it's like.
But no. What I'm saying is they should separate it between. They should separate schooling systems between STEM and like
Life
things
skills.
that.
Yeah, they already have that.
Well, no, I mean before college.
Yeah.
No,
'cause-
even
No,
in
they need to separate it before college. Is what I'm saying is like
Yeah,
before
they do.
college, instead of going to like a trade school, you go to like a trade school, like for your entire schooling.
Oh,
like,
like
career?
elementary school, even in
Yeah, like
elementary.
from elementary school up.
I guess.
So that way we could have more proficient workers. And you laugh about blacksmiths, but who the fuck do you think makes like train tracks and shit?
Machines. I don't fucking know.
machine.
No, blacksmiths.
Bro.
They be sitting there.
Hey, for real, be
That would
sitting
take a
there doing
long
that.
time, bro. Yeah. I mean,
Nah, I
maybe.
believe-
I'm sure. Okay, but what was I gonna talk about?
You gotta look this shit up.
What was I gonna talk about? Also, the issue is like, I mean, the whole we don't need to learn, you know, math, science, whatever. But it's like
I mean, it depends.
kids don't know what they want to do in life at 14,
Yeah.
even at 18. Like I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I want to do business because I like this shit. It's fun. It's entertaining. Like, you know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel fulfilled when I do something like this. It's like it's fun, and you know, I'm gonna be just doing entrepreneurial stuff, making businesses, doing things until I get successful, and hopefully move into like technology and like shit like that.
Yeah.
I want to make some money, but it's like,
Everybody wants to make money. Come on now.
well, yeah, but like kids don't know what they want to do, and so that's the issue of putting an elective. I mean, like that's also I had a thing I was talking to my mom. It was like,
I have a question.
so
Have you always liked business, or did you start like
I started
like
making-
after reading books or watching videos, something?
It was after the esports thing because it was like I was like into leadership, and then I was into like how to make money off of this because it's like more money gained from it equals more money into it equals it gets bigger, and it was more for me about like the power and like not like, you know, like not like that, but it was like feeling like people respected you and like you could influence shit in that community because it was like you know, if you were part of a big team, if you owned a big team, if you owned a big business, people would be like, oh my gosh, that's, you know, that's whoever, or not popularity, but it was like you had
like fame.
a team, not more of
Or
like
respect. No, like respect. Yeah.
I guess respect and influence because it was for me it was like having I got really interested because it was like I was trying to get people to like do shit, like not trying to like, you know, like I ask someone, hey, can you go recruit some people for the team, or hey, can you do this, and they never do it. I'm like, why the fuck are they doing it? And then I got into like how to get people to do things, or like how to make friends and influence people. I think that's where I read that book from or something. And also because I never had a lot of friends in school, so I was like trying to like learn how to do that. And
You said about me.
yeah, because I don't remember what I started selling Bruno from, but I think it was something either fitness or how to make friends. I don't remember one of those shit. But business was with the esports team because I was like, how do I make money off of this? And I also was like motivational videos and books and just like kind of like the life. And I was like, this is pretty fun, bro, because it was like inviting people,
That's a lot
seeing.
of like.
And what would you recommend to start in the business world?
What do you mean? What did you say?
What would you recommend starting in the business world?
Yeah, for a beginner, for example.
Just read.
beginner?
I'm real. Just read and learn
Good.
things.
I think you should, definitely learn things and then find somebody who's willing to teach you.
Yeah, I mean,
Like find a mentor, right?
Yeah, like a mentor.
I never really had a
Yeah.
mentor. I would just be like, so when I was in the Fortnite team, I would just like have a copy and paste message. I'm like, how do you get people to do what you say, or how do you get members? I would copy and paste that to like, I would send that to like a ton of like big team, like team.
That's
team
a lot
to-
of life.
Sorry, I would send it to team leaders who had bigger Discord servers than I did, or they were more successful in that space, and I would just ask them, and they'd be like, giving me some advice, and I would also just like look up, because a mentor could be someone you talk to or face to face online, like in DMs, or just like a YouTuber, because like some people like they can like have a speech and you listen to that, and they like a YouTuber, or like they could teach you stuff. I mean, a mentor and a teacher is pretty similar in a way.
Yeah.
So I would just recommend
Yeah, that's what I
learning
was gonna
everything,
say.
and also
I-
just like getting just learning, because like knowledge is like 90% of the
Knowledge is
battle. Because I mean, you can have the discipline, but if you don't know what to do, like once you know like the baseline, I suggest you start, because like there's some point when you're like, if you're like 40 and starting a business, like you might have a little bit more to worry about. But if you're 16 and starting like a small time business or something, go ahead, bro. Like if you had a job and you're starting a business, like if you work at like fucking Domino's and you're making money and you start a business, go ahead, because you're not really gonna lose much. You're not gonna be in debt, hopefully. Make sure, because you're not gonna do some like forex like stock trading shit. That's stupid. Don't do that at 16 because you don't know shit. But do like a Shopify business or something. I don't know. Try a bunch of things. If you have money to spend, do that. But just try it out and learn stuff. So, yeah, just try it out and learn stuff.
He just went on a whole rant.
I'm sorry, I do that a lot.
Yeah. What is your like standpoint on like mental health and the issues it could cause like
Yeah, man. So,
with self-improvement?
yeah, because okay,
So could you summarize in different steps what exactly there is to learn?
Let me say it. So I'm gonna
Right.
tell you this, bro. Look, I'll tell you how to do it. First, you should like start off doing self-improvement and like getting your mental health right. Like
Mental health
make
at
sure you have
first
good
easy.
hygiene, exercising, doing like good shit for yourself, meditating, reading, good habits. But if you really want to get into it, read the books too about business, and like just watch everything you should watch, like your content, your media, like feed your brain with shit that you want to learn. Like, for example,
Yeah.
look up like millionaire mindset videos. Just watch like a whole bunch of them, and just make sure your whole feed is millionaire mindset,
I don't know about that, man.
business, that, and then like over
No,
time.
it's true. Like
So the issue is
Over
like,
time it would just like transform your brain, and like just
I
you'll
get
eventually just be so into the millionaire shape, it would just be all you think about, and then you could just from there, I don't know.
$1 million isn't even that much, bro. Like I'm not trying to sock. Like $1 million nowadays is like middle class.
Nothing.
Like I'm talking. I want like $1 billion at least, like minimum.
I just want $1 million, to be honest.
$1 million
Like-
isn't a lot, bro. You can't buy a lot with $1 million. Like some houses now, some decent houses go for like 800,000, like 600,000, which is that's 60%. I don't know. I mean, maybe some countries $1 million USD. Hell yeah, you'd be rich. But $1 million USD, in the US is not that a lot. If you're trying to be like, living a baller lifestyle.
The U.S. dollar is actually big time dropping in like value.
Is it?
Yes, the U.S. dollar is like worth like a tenth of what it was a long time ago. Like
yeah.
$1.
That's inflation, bro.
Yeah, it's so fucked. Like the inflation in this country is fucked.
No.
And yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, no. I guess with the whole, I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, I don't know enough about that to talk about it. I'm not gonna give someone financial advice, and I've never fucking made more than $100. But yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about money, or not about money, but about the whole, like, I don't watch the fucking news anymore because news is stupid. Watching the news is the stupid, like, because like you don't need to know. You don't need to know, like.
It's not even you gotta watch the news. It's like
Stop worrying about shit, bro. Like, just stop worrying. Stop, like, I have this philosophy where it's like I'm reading an article and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, and I just click off. Because like I'm like reading this and it's like kind of disgusting me. It's like super stupid, and I'm like, at this point, I don't even give a fuck. I just say that to myself.
You have to take in the knowledge, because if you don't have enough
Information
knowledge
overload, bro.
in the state of the world, then, like, what I'm saying is, if you don't have enough knowledge, then you would be a laughingstock to people who have more knowledge than you.
That's kind of
Right.
well, I guess some things, but it's if like I'm talking like global, like or like even like some like watching like the local news. I don't know about that. Watching maybe like if something like only don't watch like if you know that there's COVID, right? You don't need to watch 10,000 news things about that. You don't need to. You need to know that there's some, be safe, do whatever. You don't need to because like I feel like that causes a lot of anxiety because like I blocked every single news page on Instagram because it was just stupid stuff like not even like COVID. It was just like celebrities and things like that. It was just
you from truly improving yourself.
What is
blocking out sources of anxiety. You have to know things and understand the state of the world to truly improve yourself.
Not really. I mean, some improvement is really just meditating, journaling, working out, and reading, and then maybe some other things. No, yeah. No, because I could live in a cabin, and I know that I need to journal every day, and I need to work out, and then read a bunch of books, and then just like do basic hygiene, and it wouldn't matter. Like the outside world wouldn't affect me. And I'm not talking about like not knowing global events, but I mean like knowing like if a rapper or celebrity did some drama. Like I do not get like I look at
shit. Like you don't need to know that. You need to know the events of the world and what's going on.
Some things,
Exactly.
yeah. But like if you're like 16 and like I have this philosophy: if it doesn't affect you, why care? Like if it doesn't affect you like severely, or you can't change it. Like if it's some political thing, I'm not gonna get into that. But it's like if you can't change it that well, don't bother because it's like it's too many. I feel like I used to worry about that, and I just like I'm like at this point, do I care enough to change it? I mean, I understand it. I know where you're coming from, but I can't fix it, bro. So why you like? I don't know. A lot of things cause too much anxiety.
Definitely can try to fix it. You can
Oh
always
yeah.
try.
You can try, but it's like, why? Like you have so much. Like, it's not selfish to care about yourself, but
No.
not really. Because like, it's care about like, cause like some things just people try to. I have this concept of don't be like cattle, I guess, because it's like I'm gonna go into this, but it's like the news. They're only trying to get you to watch the news. No, because it's like they're just trying to get money off of you or trying to get get their viewership up. And if they say, oh my gosh, people are dying in the streets because of this disease or this some fucking people going on something like that.
Well, a lot of people
And it's
don't
not
know
real.
jack shit about what they're talking about. They
Yeah. But then like the news, they would just lie, bro. Like they just say some stupid shit, and that's why I don't watch the news. I'm not even saying like they lie, but it's just like I don't watch any news. I don't care because it's like
Doesn't affect your life. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
does-
watch news either.
yeah, it's stupid.
Like whether you watch it and you know what's going on, or you don't watch it and you don't, nothing's gonna change.
I mean, you
know
can like Hamza said, you can just basically hear anything you need to know from just basic conversation. Because people are really political today, or people just really like to talk about whatever they watch in the news. Because I just like the whole NPC thing. It's like you just regurgitate what you hear on the internet, and it's like you're not really interesting, but it's like I don't know. A lot of things I used to, like now. What I would do is I would. Like a week or two ago, I unfollowed because I was following like 1,000 people on Instagram. A lot of people just like made this like they like some things you look on Instagram and like this is a stupid post. Like why did you post this? And like you don't think it affects your day, but it kind of does. I mean, like you wake up and someone posts something stupid, and you're like, bro, like that kind of like affects your day. Like. And so I just unfollowed them. I'm like, why bother? Why bother? Like, I can fix it, and I can, choose what information, I receive. So, the whole information overload. Because then when I meditate sometimes, like, I've been kind of lacking meditation, but like, I meditate and I'm like, I think about those posts or what happened on the news, and it's like, that's too much to think about. That's too much to worry about, man. Like, too much.
You
Yeah, but
guys,
it's
go.
It's important.
Go what?
Go ahead.
Let one talk. You saying?
you can go ahead.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Go.
Stop being polite.
Well,
You gotta say what you want to say.
Brad, just say what you want.
Well, I was just gonna say that if you always avoid news, if you always avoid outside things because it doesn't personally affect you or you don't care, you're basically, if everyone had that mentality, no one would be doing anything. Because the reason we care about news, we care about those outside things is because they affect people. And we, to some degree, should care about all people, you know? It's affected someone, even if it's not affecting you. And one day it might affect you, and you would want those people to care and to do something, even if it's small.
To an extent, yes.
Okay, well, my opinion is, if you're trying to be, on self-improvement, you're not trying to, I'm trying to sound this, make it sound good. You're not trying to be like everyone else and trying to, I'm trying to think how I say this, because I
know exactly what you're saying.
Like, if you're trying to be, successful with, like, a business or with, maybe not with a business, but, like, just, like, trying to be better off mentally, learn, like, hearing about everything. Because, I mean, some things you're just going to be affected with, like, I don't know. What, like, things you can't change, really, like, those things you can't really...
Like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? Like, remember the Paris bombing, right? In terror, right? Alright, basically, there was, like, a terrorist attack, Ariana Grande concert, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Me knowing that or me not knowing that does not affect my life.
Yeah.
If I watch that, it's gonna just implant negative thoughts. Yeah, but someone died, and they died whether I watched it or not. And it's implanting negative thoughts in my mind. There's thousands of good things. There's someone that just donated $1 million. There's someone that just saved a kid's life. They're not on the news. They don't post positive things. They only post negative things.
Because that's how
if you notice that everything on the news is exactly. It's supposed to get reactions, everything. They don't post, like, there's just as much, maybe not just as much good, but there's plenty of good things happening, but they only post
I only see good things on, like, local news. Like, I remember when I was in my old town, they post, like, some kid...
people who are looking for the bad things.
Yeah, because...
You can find the good things if you look, but...
The bad
if
things
you watch any news station right now, I guarantee you it's about something bad. Like, I'll literally look
yeah,
it up.
okay,
I don't
but
watch
you
news,
still, that's the problem. You don't stop once you get to the first page, you dig deeper.
Yeah.
Let's see, woman struck killed by vehicle at family farm.
Yeah,
record high temperatures, dangerous heat. Blue line service suspension. 2 firefighters injured. Man accused of incidentally assaulting 4-year-old.
Okay, I get it.
Literally every single one. Bad.
Yeah, I mean...
You have to go deeper, though. You can't just stop at a news...
Yeah, there's no point, though, because it's like, you don't need to know if there's something good. I mean...
Exactly.
I mean, I get it because, like, your faith in humanity, but it's like... I mean, but the amount of negative shit you gotta wade through, like, walk through, like, see, to find something good on the news, it's just, I don't know. I'm not, like, a whole news expert. I mean, I don't think anyone is, unless you're, like, a weirdo, but, like...
Wow.
I mean, it's about quantity. I'm not suggesting people dig all of their time into negative news, but to a certain extent, I think it's not only good, but it's healthy to absorb that kind of information because, again, it does impact someone. And
how does it impact?
It's safe.
What do you mean?
How does it impact?
It impacts people, but not you. I mean, if it impacts you, fine, care about it. But if it doesn't, like, if something happens, like 1,000 miles away, why bother? I mean, unless it's like a global thing, like if it's, like a, I don't know, like the fucking Evergreen thing happened where the ship got stuck and then, like, I don't know, something like that. I don't know, something to affect you personally, something like that, yeah. But that's the only reason I can see you care. But then even with that, you would probably hear that without having to go to like a deep dive on the news. You probably just hear about it by like word of mouth or something, or people.
Well, I want to hear you, William. How does you watching it impact the people?
Well, it depends on the situation. Certain ones you can do something to help, whether it's donations, it's getting the word out. There are ways you can help in certain situations. Other ones you cannot, like the bombing one you mentioned, that no one could have done anything about that. But even in those cases, it is good to know, say, for education.
Okay, anyways, this is getting kind of off topic. Something else. Fuck. Mr. Krabs, ask me a question. I don't know. We're getting too into the political stuff, and I don't want this to be a back type of podcast.
Oh, is this like a video?
Yeah, I'm recording this, man.
Yeah, he's recording.
Okay, so next topic, I'm gonna say. Okay, Okay, how to convince people to get on self-improvement. So I'm gonna talk about this first. So I was trying to get some people on self-improvement. My friend from the city over, talking about it, trying to get them on to work out because I feel like
Get me on it too.
yeah, I try to get you on it too. But people start their own journeys to certain places. But one of the ways I found, I actually wrote this down somewhere. It's like people who want to join self or want to get on. Okay, say you're on self-improvement. You're doing all the good habits. And like you're consistent with it enough, so if someone says, "Hey, you're not doing this. Why are you asking me this if you don't do it?" Like me, I don't do them well. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm just trying to get other people on it so I can have partners to do this with. But it's like I suggest first you get decently into self improvement, like things about it. But one of the concepts I'd say is if they're driven, like if they're down bad, like they get no bitches, and you could say if you tell them, "Yo, I can get you some bitches if you go to the gym." Start focus on your hygiene, start looking this up. I don't know, like doing something like that. And then, you'll get girls or whatever. I don't know. Or if you're like, you're really broke or not broke, but if you're like, you're really motivated on something, like motivated, driven people, if you give them give them steps to do things. Cause like with me, with self-improvement, like I was driven to do things. I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know the actionable step. I didn't know how to do this and how to do this. Like, I knew what to do, I didn't know how to do it. But a lot of people they know what to do, they just don't know how to do it. So there's certain people if they also some people who are super bad mental health, if they're like
me.
Yeah, no, because I hear a lot of things. Because I remember when I was talking about a lot of kids now they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it to 18. I know people say that shit all the time, but I'm not gonna get too into detail, but I don't know. I've never talked to anyone who said that and they actually... Well, they're not 18 yet. So some of them are, but it's they never think for the future, but...
Yeah, that's just kind of how teenagers think.
Yeah, because some of them are because it's I could... I mean, I'm not going to say I could fix all your problems, but I know of some things that might help you. And I mean, you try it out. And it's some people are just no, it's not gonna help me. It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like it's just up to the person. I try to tell my friends and stuff. It's just
some people ain't like that.
They'd
bro.
rather play video games. It's to them. It's well, I'd just rather do something I enjoy than working out.
I mean, I quit video games because of Hamza and the fact that a lot of these games out now are kind of shitty, bro. They're kind of boring. I play old games now, but then I realize I'd rather be doing this than video games because it's the concept of fake success. You're at level 1000 in strength and fucking, I don't play games like that. But it's
some shit.
yeah, or DCA San Andreas or something. I don't know. But you're doing that, but you're not going to the gym, so there's no point in feeling good. I mean, I don't know about that, but it's just go to the gym, bro. Not.
Yeah, it's not
so
real
corny,
life. In 5 years, that game is gonna mean nothing.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be sitting in your chair and doing nothing. And I'm actually working on something. But you're playing Fortnite or COD, and it just makes me feel sad because I see some people still trying to do become big, posting YouTube videos and doing his teams on dead games, and it's even if you get successful, I mean that's not gonna knock you off. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna get successful, but it's if you aren't dedicated, you're not gonna get successful, and even if you could get successful and be better off anyways doing something else, because
yeah.
Other big YouTubers who play games a lot, they're they get burnt out, bro. But if you're exercising and you're a fitness YouTuber, there's not much you can get burnt out except for physically, and that's that comes with the fitness stuff. I mean, I don't know about burnt out like that, but that's overtraining. But other stuff to make you successful. So.
But I'm gonna tell you guys this because I'm pretty sure you guys are all young. But I'm gonna tell you this: you should think about what your idea of success is, because you guys probably have just assimilated the ideas of other people. You think success is becoming rich because other people think success is becoming rich.
Yeah.
But to some people, living in the mountains and having a farm and having a wife and kids is being successful. You know what I mean?
I have a concept where it's
so it's up to you.
Yeah, I have a concept where it's called a puppet with 1,000 strings, which is you're living your life and everyone around you is telling you what you should do, and it's so conflicting, and you're what the fuck do I do? You're getting pulled this way to go, get a job, or going this way, make music, or this way to do whatever, and it's what the fuck do you do? It's a decision
Even
paralysis.
you're getting pulled Because you want to be rich. Why do you want to be rich?
Well, yeah, no, because I've thought about this, and it's like I enjoy it. It's not because like I at one point I tried to make music, and I thought it wasn't really that enjoyable, and I thought I would watch these like documentaries of like rappers, like Lil Peep documentary, Juice WRLD documentary, and stuff like that, and like some like videos and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, this is pretty fucking cool. I made some songs, and I'm like, this is not that enjoyable, bro. Like, I mean, and no, I'm not gonna lie and say it was fun, because when I was making it, it wasn't fun. It just felt like a chore, and it's like, you don't want to be living like that, where it's like, you're in a dead end job, or you're in like some corporation, or in something where it's like you think being successful is doing this, but like if success for you is living somewhere and doing painting shit, and then going to the museum, and then just being like, I don't know, your definition of success is what you find, it's not what people say. I mean, that's what me is, because I feel like I found this because I mean I had a passion to do business, and I mean, it's like I like doing this, it's fun, and it's it's interesting, because I've always been the type of, like, I'm gonna give a story. So, like those games where you upgrade like your character stats, it's like felt super interesting to me, and that's where like self-improvement came from. And then with the business is, I wanted to improve the business, so I learned about it, and I'm like, this is actually fun as fuck. It's cool, it's enjoyable, and I like doing it. So that's where I found my passion. But even with you don't want to be pulled to 1,000 directions, and sometimes you got to realize some people don't give good advice. Like your parents may like, I mean, they could be successful in their term and they're right, but like they could also, like, you don't know what they're thinking. But like, if success for you is decent money, decent house, or like not even decent, but like you're like living in the suburbs, working at a job somewhere, you do that, bro. But like with me, I kind of just want to like get rich enough to like, I mean, I don't know. I just want to get rich and either live on a farm or live somewhere else. But it's like, or not a farm, but like.
But do you need to even get rich to do that? You could probably just make an average amount of money and save.
Yeah, no, that's why I was looking at the 4-hour work week. Was people think you need a lot of money for this, but you don't. But for me, it's like I don't know if that's what I want to do, or is that's like, because you're not gonna have your whole life planned out, because like things happen. If someone planned out from like 2010 to 2030, and then COVID happened, and something. I don't know, then their plan got messed up. It's not going to be the same continuous plan. So, have goals and have things, but if something happens, work through that, or, switch to something else. I don't know. But I'm not going to give life advice when I don't know everything, but just figure out what you want to do, bro. Like, just do it. Find something. Just try everything. Because if you're a teenager, at this point, try everything. I mean, make music, do art. Like, do YouTube, make a business, do anything, because you don't have much to lose. I mean, if you're later on in life, it's better to try it now and fail, and then later on in life get like a streak of motivation or something, or like a boost of motivation, and be like, I want to do all this, and then you're $50,000 in debt at 30 with a kid, and you're like, you're poor and you can't feed yourself or whatever because of something like that. You just try it now. I went on a rant right there. Damn.
Oh no, you have some interesting rants, I'll give you that.
Yeah. I talk a lot, man. We're at 48 minutes. We'll continue for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
We'll stop at like 10 p.m. which is in like 10 minutes.
Oh, we're almost at 10?
Yeah. Damn, it's just been long. We can record another one, but I kind of want to get other people on, because with this podcast, I'm going to do it so, like, I'm going to interview people and also just do, like, talking. Because, like, I'm going to have asking questions and, like, the whole Joe Rogan thing where it's, like, like, how he interviews people. He doesn't just do, like, I mean, he has some podcasts where he just chills with his friends, of course. I mean, those are the best ones in my opinion. Like, the fucking Joey Diaz ones are so funny. But, like, just, like, he interviews celebrities or interviews, doctors or anyone, like, with interesting information or whatever, interesting whatever. That's what I would do. I'd interview like self-improvement YouTubers, philosophy guys who are into philosophy, like anyone that I can interview that seems interesting, I'll probably do it. But that's where I'll try to work towards that. Once this podcast gets decently sized, I'll try to interview, because I want to try to interview some like big self-improvement YouTubers, just because why not,
Yeah, I think you could do that, but I feel like at least as of right now, it's like to a random person, we're just like random people, you know.
Yeah,
you have to
random.
have like some sort of.
I mean, we got a decent Discord, and I mean, I'm not trying to, because I don't like being egotistical, but it's like, I feel like this shit will be good in the next 2 months. Like, we'll be popping in the next 2 months, especially with all the shit that I'm working on. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe, but like I don't know, bro. Like if someone is 18 to 30, well, what age groups are you trying to like target with this?
That's a good point. I think like teenagers to like early 20s, because I mean, I'm not gonna like with something like Hamza, right? He talks about, well, he's like 25 or whatever. He has advice for 25-year-olds, but it's also, I don't know everything, and I don't want to learn shit, so I'm just gonna give advice to what I think, and that's why I interview
that was
people.
kind of like my point. Like, you're only 16. You've only lived a 16-year-old's perspective on life and mind.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I gotta interview
even
people.
in 3 years, your whole mind would just be different.
Yeah, that for
Like
sure.
your brain is
even past
developing.
year, bro. Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not like trying to knock you or nothing, but I'm gonna be real. Probably no one would want to listen to this. But if you do want to do podcasting, it's good to practice and get better and shit. Now I'm not flaming though. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm just keeping it from being.
Yeah.
Like an 18-year-old would not want to listen to this. Or at least I would.
I mean, I am, and I'm listening.
You're 18?
I'm about to be in like a week.
Damn.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not knocking it or nothing. I'm just keeping it me.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real. But if you like you said, like you want to interview people and shit, you have to practice. So I think it's good.
I
that you're
practice,
doing
bro.
this.
Yeah, I got this shit.
This is basically just like not practice. You're doing
I've
it.
interviewed
Practice.
people before, bro. Yeah, I got this.
No, yeah, you got it, bro. Keep it up. I respect it.
Got it, homie.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
do I end it now? Because we're at 51 minutes. We end it now.
Do one last. Thing.
One last topic.
Okay.
Get off on a good note.
Oh, I have a good topic, but I'm gonna keep that for the next one. But
All right.
Raven or Beastie, do you know what black pill is and red pill?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you don't. Oh shit.
Yeah, I know Black Pine. I know Red Pill.
I don't know how to explain it, but if you could explain, Mr. Krabs.
Alright, so basically, well, I kind of don't really know what red pill is, like the exact definition, but I know black pill basically is like, that looks are like genetically determined, and women choose like, partners basically specifically
let me say it better. So there's these things called pills, like the Matrix, red pill, blue pill. Red pill is like find the truth. Red pill is like with women, it's like I don't know exact things, but it's like the truth about women. I'd have to like because I don't read too much into it. I mean I do, but I forgot it because it's like honestly I just forget. It's like the truth about women, like women. It's like some of them say like women, choose the best. Like they'll cheat on you. They cheat on you if they find someone better or something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too into it, but with black pill, it's like a lot of your success is determined by genetics. Like if you're, I mean, I'm not gonna say I kind of understand because I hate that like type of people who are like genetics determine a lot of things. I mean, some things, yeah, but like not everything. Like I mean, I'm not trying to flame UBC, but like actually no, I'm not gonna talk about that. Never mind. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. Okay, but basically like some people like they don't. Like you think they aren't really attractive, but they get like mad bitches. Like there's someone talking. Yeah.
Okay. I see you. All right.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to talk about it. Okay, no, but it's like some people.
Well,
you get bitches though.
About
No.
5 or 7 other people that.
Okay, hold on.
Keep going. I'll keep going.
Sorry, my mom came in. She gave me a Twinkie. Yeah.
Why'd you mute me for, you son of a bitch?
Because I don't want to have to edit this video, bro. Yeah, but BC, we'll talk about it in the podcast.
Bro.
Okay. So basically, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Red pill, black pill, blue pill. Blue pill is like not knowing shit about women, or I don't know. It's just not knowing things. I think they're all kind of stupid because it just sounds corny, like the ideology of red pill and blue pill and all that stuff. You just know or you don't, or you this is a way of thinking. Like I don't like the whole genetic contributing a lot of things to genetics. I mean some things like with a lot of people in the fitness community say, you know, you don't have good calf genetics, you're not gonna grow good calves, which is pretty solid because I know Beastie, he has some solid calves, but I don't. And I mean, I don't think I don't know.
You a bitch.
Okay, no, I'm not. I don't work legs, so I don't know. I might have some fire calf genetics. I just never worked legs in my life, but I'm not working
You gotta
legs.
start working legs. You gotta start working legs, bro.
No, I mean I don't do it as much. I haven't done legs so much. I've done arms because I remember like I've done like 1 billion push-ups, but I've been starting to do like, MMA and stuff like that, and I've been working my legs with Muay Thai. And
But
jiu-jitsu.
what do you believe in, though? So you don't believe genetics about black pill, red pill?
I mean, I believe. I mean, my beliefs aren't set in stone, but I believe, you know, some things, like a lot of women choose the best. I don't think they choose it. I mean, some people just, I know, I've known some experience. A lot of people just choose it on looks, and they have bad taste in, like, you know, dudes. Like, some people just choose, oh my gosh, he's so attractive, but he, like, beats her. Like, I'm not going to go too into that, into depth with that. I just sort of so hard. Damn.
Can I offer some opinion on that? Because I'm a female, and like I know a lot of women. Most of them, especially of the younger generation, could not care less what men look like, how much money they have. There is a genre of that, especially you can find them on like Instagram and TikTok. But you know, normal day-to-day women, they're typically not like that at all.
They're not like that at all.
Nah,
That's the main problem. That's probably why you don't get anything at all. Like you don't.
I get okay.
Get together
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
Okay, BC. Okay. Anyways, hope you guys like this podcast. Make sure you watch the new ones. Subscribe to the channel if you watch this to the
Respect
end.
women.
And yeah.